It is election day today. Americans are going to the polls to choose their next president. Is it going to be Donald Trump? Is it going to be Kamala Harris? We're going to find out, hopefully, in the next few hours, maybe in the next few days. I am Emilio. I'm a Politico reporter from London. Right now, we're going to go into town to find some election night watch party events. I'm not completely sure what to expect when it comes to how a US election night plays out, but I think it's going to be quite different to the UK. I'm on my way to our first spot. We're going to a bar called Teddy and the Bully Bar. It's named after the 26th US President, Teddy Roosevelt. And we're told that as well as having an election watch event going on, they're going to have an appearance from Teddy Roosevelt himself.
Well, welcome to the Bully Bar.
I hear you're Teddy Roosevelt.
The very same, sir, of New York.
And what are you up to tonight?
Well, of course, I'm excited about the election. Any election night is a good night.
What are you expecting tonight in the restaurant? Do you think it's going to be busy? A lot of people are going to come out to watch here.
This is probably my 9th presidential event, and I expect it to be about 70% of what normally is.
We were just walking past this place. Obviously, as you can see, it's been boarded up with massive wooden panels. As a Brit, this is really surprising. You just do not see this kind of thing in Britain, not over an election night. Here we are outside the park where the DC Democrats are holding their event. It is just about 7:30 p.m. and a whole bunch of states closed their voting. So we're going to go in and see how the Dems are feeling about these early numbers.
In the District of Columbia, which for some
This is very unusual for me. I'm from Britain, and in Britain we don't really do this big election night party. People don't travel to London or Westminster for the election night, really particularly. Is it strange that you've come all the way from California, or is that something you would do every year when there's an election?
No, this is a very dangerous time that we live in. I'm fearful for my children and my daughters, our futures as women.
Getting out and canvassing, I wasn't very hopeful. But we encountered very positive people, very enthusiastic women who were ready to vote for Kamala Harris.
I don't understand this 50-50, close race. They're talking about turn the page on Trump. I need the whole book to close, and maybe we can set it on fire.
People are anxious, but I think we're also hopeful. We've put our energy into that anxiety. We've knocked doors, we've made the calls, we've sent the texts, and I know we've left it all in the field.
I would be very surprised if Kamala Harris is not our new president.
We remember January 6th. We remember some of the hell that we've been put through, especially at the hands of Donald Trump. Us Washingtonians, we're here to celebrate. We're not going to have any of that tonight.
That was the park and the DC Democrats. It was really interesting to see so many people who have traveled so far to come here to these watch parties tonight. Now we're going to go to Dirty Water, where the DC Republicans are holding their election watch night event. Does it get a bit lonely being a Republican in DC sometimes?
Very much. You got to keep it on the down low.
Am I a Trump supporter? Perhaps, but I'm an America supporter. That much I can tell you.
I'm a political geek, so I'm here for the experience, to see history being made. Like, whoever wins, it'll be exciting times.
You're not a Republican or a Trump supporter, is that right?
No, I'm not.
Living in D.C., we live and breathe politics.
Sometimes it means pain, sometimes it means parties. For a while, I thought Kamala would be all right. She's going to pull through, but I've been looking at these polls, man. It's looking crazy.
We are going to go back to the Politico office while our colleagues are hammering away at their keyboards trying to make sense of all of this. We'll see what they think. Is this kind of the sort of speed that we're learning exactly what's happened? Is that what we expected?
It's not unusual to get to this point in the night and not know the identity of the president-elect. This does feel actually a lot like 2016. That one was a little bit more surprising, I think, for a lot of folks. It did sort of become clear through the night that Trump was overperforming in a lot of places, and that the path for then Hillary Clinton and now Kamala Harris was kind of narrowing down to a tightrope walk, which is where we are now. The question is, are we waiting for those states that take days, or perhaps even overnight tonight?
The Fox News decision desk can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.